whenever we sit to meditate, we always know the mind wanders. But hopefully you are able to experience how, with intention and attention, you can just bring it back. Just bring it back. And hopefully you noticed, even in this short meditation, that you get a little better at it. Even just over one meditation practice, you just get a little better at bringing the mind back, bringing it back. And this is how it works with our mind, even when our eyes are open and we're moving through the world, not only in our meditative practices. It's so easy to think that the reason we're so distracted, the reason our minds are not in our control is we've got so much to do, there's so much going on, we've got never-ending to-do lists. Then, of course, we've got our devices that don't give us, even 2 minutes of quiet. But go back 5,000 plus years, back to the battlefield of Kurukshetra, and Arjuna says to Bhagavan Krishna, the mind is so difficult to control, it's turbulent, it's restless. It's out of control. I think trying to control the mind is harder even than trying to control the wind. This was long before phones were ringing, long before there were reminders and notifications and to-do lists. It's a product of the mind. And I think that's really important because I don't know about you all, but I know for myself, and I suspect it's true for others, that there's a sense of feeling like you're somehow a failure, that you should be able to control the mind, and that somehow we are failing at this task that really ought to be quite simple. So we sit to meditate, the mind wanders, or we make a commitment that we're not going to let the mind wander, it wanders. And then we feel like a bit of a failure, a bit weak, a bit less than what we would like to be, because it seems like, my God, I can't even get a hold of my own mind. And it's really helpful to go back and to realize, oh wow, all right, this is the stuff our scriptures are made of. This is not my personal failing. This is the nature of the mind. A river's nature is to flow in a certain direction. The nature of the mind is to flow in every direction simultaneously, all the time. It's why Bhagavan Krishna was already speaking about this monkey mind at that time. So don't feel badly, but also recognize that just like any skill that we want to learn, it takes practice. You would never expect that you could get up today and I could stick you in front of a piano and you'd be able to play Beethoven. And you'd understand, well, first I have to learn how to play, then I have to practice and practice and practice and practice and practice. We understand that whatever it is we want to be able to do with any part of this physical body, our hands, our legs, our mouth, our tongue, singers, whatever we may do, we have to keep practicing. And if we don't practice, we won't be able to do it. And the brain, the very physical brain, the medium through which we experience mind, is also just a part of this being that either can be trained and become a good tool in our hands, like our arms and our legs and our tongues, or it can just run rampant. But it's up to us. But it takes practice.